Hey, okay, this is the series on mistakes that I made over the years. Again, I do these videos because I've been where you're at, trying to either start out or grow your business, kind of thing. And I've done this a long time and made a lot of mistakes, and so I want to again help you avoid pitfalls that I've made over the years. So, whereas mistakes that I've made over the years, number eight, okay, and this eight, right? There it is. This is about basically trusting the real estate agent. Okay, so I say this to you because I bought properties before, and I didn't. I was busy. I was a fool, whatever. And I did not do my own due diligence, and I trusted on what the listing agent on that property said about the house. So one, for example, I bought this property that wasn't even zoned residential. Paid cash for it, and I rehabbed it, put 40 grand into it. It's a nice deal. 40 acres out in the country, cooled house, and moved. But the thing was, the house had been moved there, and anyway, it wasn't zoned that. And at the end of the agent, so yeah, you just rehab it and you can get it sold. It's financeable kind of thing. And I ran into all sorts of problems just because I didn't do my due diligence on what the zoning was. Another time, I bought some property on the river, and it's like, great, man, this is a great place to build and so forth. And the agent's like, oh yeah, ready for a building permit kind of thing. I bought it and went to apply for the building permit, and the gal calls me up. I was getting ready to go to a Texas Roadhouse with my in-laws and a big family, and she was like, she called me, and I'm like, yeah, what's going on? I'm ready for dinner, and she's like, you're not eligible for a building permit here. It has to be zoned, and you have to do a whole subdivision in here. And I was like, well, the agent told me, and she's like, I don't care what the agent told you. So the agent could have told you about Santa Claus, but like, you can't do this. This is not what it was. So these are major issues, huge, cost me a lot of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars actually, and with the subdivision one, and expensive. Okay, so you might say to me, well, gee, I'm just a wholesaler, that doesn't apply to me. It does. It really does, because whenever you're looking at a deal, then there's an agent involved, and you're a wholesaler. A lot of people who are doing wholesaling, they like to use agents because you can leverage what they have inventory wise, right? And that's fine. Um, you can get better deals, frankly, if you can talk to the sellers directly. Whenever you have an intermediary, such as a real estate agent, okay, and the agent tells you something. If you're a wholesale and you're bringing this deal to your buyer, okay, you need to do your own due diligence. How you're going to make money in this business, especially if you're wholesale, and the arbitrage is doing the work for your buyer. So you give them the sheet. This is approved by the city. This is approved by the county. Have all your ducks in a row in a spreadsheet, all lined out, so that when you show them your buyer, you're going to be in this thing for 140, and you're going to be able to sell. Here's some comps, a comparative market analysis for 210. Out the door you in at 140, and your buy is 80 grand, say. Put 60 into it, and this is what you're going to have to do with that 60 grand in rehab. you know, your buyers are going to love you, and you're going to be able to get the same sold. But if you trust an agent, and frankly, even the seller, well, the seller told me, like, okay, that's fine. The seller can tell you whatever, the agent can tell you whatever, but the onus is on you as a professional to find this out and get it in writing. If it's an email from the planning and zoning, save the email. On the phone, you talk to Sally Smith. Hey, Sally, great. So it is eligible for a building permit or whatever. Could you email that to me at my email address, and just memorializing this conversation we're having? And Sally Smith should be able to do it. It's going to say Sally Smith, director of planning and zoning, XYZ County, kind of thing, with her little logo on it, right? That's some money. Now you have that in the future, where the county tries to come back on you or what have you. You can say, hey, no, I have this memorialized. This is okay. I made a business decision, and my buyer made a business decision based on this information we have. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Very important. So don't just trust blindly what a real estate agent is telling you or what the seller is telling you over the phone. Okay. That's fine. They give you this information, and maybe they're trying to be helpful, but you got to verify it. Okay. So I hope this helps. If you need some clarification on that, what this means, maybe look over a deal kind of thing, let me know. Give me a call. We maybe do a Zoom call strategy session. I'll walk you through it. And potentially we do some joint ventures together. So Godspeed, and we'll see you in the next video.